like, I don't know, like 2 hours or something along those lines. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hello everyone, Killerian here, bringing you another video today regarding Tera. I've had a lot of requests recently regarding making, or once you hit 60, how to gear up. You know, a lot of people have been kind of curious about, okay, I hit 60, where do I go from here? Do I make money? What do I do? And what I would say is that there are multiple different ways for you to actually get gear at this point. Starting off, if you're a PvP player, you will pretty much just do a heavy battleground grind, or if you have money available, you can always purchase Freywind gear off the auction house. But if you move on into the Valkyrian Federation headquarters within Velica, which I'll take you here, or take you there right now, from this vendor right over here, the Belicarian vendor, this is for the Freywind Canyon. The starting gear is called Victor's gear. Victor's gear is pretty subpar for the most part. It is really, really cheap. You can get it after just a couple of battlegrounds, and it'll get you started off. You really need PvP power as well as PvP damage reduction when you start doing battlegrounds. The entire set will run you 750 points, I believe, or something along those lines. 200, 100, 100, 400, 600, actually only 650 points, and this will hold you off against some of the lesser geared Freywind type players in a battleground. The next step up from there will be moving on into Freywind gear. Freywind gear it's just pretty much just a more expensive but plusable version of the Victor's armor. And this starts giving you a lot more benefits regarding, like, as you can clearly see if you compare my chest piece, the +1, 3, +1, +3, +5, +7, 9 will give you more decreased PvP damage taken, which is absolutely necessary in PvP. And so, just starting out as you hit 60, it's really about just doing a lot of battlegrounds, you know. On the other hand, there's a little bit more intricacy whenever it comes to gearing up for PvE. So for PvE, you typically don't want to be rocking like Freywind gear. It's just not a good idea. However, the Battleground rings, the Conquer rings, as well as the Battleground earrings, the Wind Whispers, these are actually the best earrings and rings that you can get in the game currently for both PvP and PvE. So you're going to have to spend some time in some battlegrounds even if you're a PvE player. PvPers, you know, rejoice. You can just take that right on into PvE if you choose to do so. Alright, and so moving on regarding PvE progression. For any melee class, Warrior, Slayer, Berserker, Lancer, you're going to be wanting to do dailies in Cutthroat Harbor. This is the Jack's Trust daily setup. What Jack's Trust has is it has the specific chest pieces as well as specific weapons for your class. And these can actually hold you off for a very, very long time. Easily clearing into MC normal mode. MC hard mode, you will want to progress into the Agnesor gear. I'll give everyone a glimpse of what the gear looks like. I personally used this until I was able to get Agnesor gear. Masterworked even. This will hold you off until you masterwork Agnesor gear. Alright, so like Whisper Stopper. It's the axe. 6,000 base damage is huge. That is just as much as my +12 conjunct axe. That's a lot of damage. It has a basic attack speed on it. It has boss monster damage on it. It has 5% more damage when attacking from behind. This is huge. This will hold you off until getting all the way up. And this is the exact same for every single class. Slayer, Warrior, Berserker, Lancer. I didn't do that in proper order, but yeah. And so it'll take you roughly 8 days to get 900 credits unless you have a reputation boost from Elite or purchasing off the auction house. Moving on. So, as well as with the chest pieces, Lancers, for example, decrease the cooldown on Challenging Shout. That is your huge aggro ability. Great for PvE. Berserker, flatten damage. 10% flatten damage. Flatten's not really that useful as a PvE Berserker, but it's still a nice little increase. From what I understand, Slayers and Warriors, 10% blade draw damage, 10% overhand strike damage. Those are your damage abilities. 10% increase on that is huge. So if you're just hitting 60, do your Jack's Trust dailies. And, you know, you casters and ranged players are probably like, well, why? What are you talking about? Where's mine? Yours are actually the UTI, Unified Trust Theory, or Unified Theory Institute, or something along those lines, in Alimentia. This is for the sorcerer, this is for the priest, this is for the mystic, this is for the archer. These dailies are also very, very simple. So, melee, you are going to be Jack's Trust in Cutthroat Harbor. Ranged, you are going to be in Alimentia doing these dailies. Once you arrive in Alimentia, all you have to do is take this city teleporter right up to teleport to the Collegium Arcane. And once again, this is for PvE players. Move on. Alright. Moving right on into... Wait. No, I went to the wrong place, actually. Agora. What am I doing? Shows how long it's been since I've actually done dailies. Too used to going to SJG. You don't have to do everything yourself. Group up to tackle challenges, bams, and dungeons. Why, thank you, Tera. You are so insightful. Alright, moving on over here. And I will give you all a glimpse into the gear. It pretty much is the same status as the melee, giving you, it will hold you off until you're pretty much in plus 12 Agnitor gear. And I'll show you all Agnitor gear in a second. Trench Sweeper, you know, like I said, boss damage, attack from behind, attack speed, huge. Sorcerer, same idea. Priest, I don't believe, it does give a flat 7% healing increase, which is nice as well. Alright, so 10% damage on Fire Blast for Sorcerers, that's your hardest hitting ability. That's what you need, you know what I mean? Increase healing on Focus Heal by 15%. 7% less Teleport Jaunt, helps Mystics get around. And 10% more damage on Penetrating Arrow. All those are very, very useful skills for every single class. So, once again, melee, go to Jack's Trust in Cutthroat Harbor. Ranged, go to Alimentia and take the city portal to Agora. Alright, once you actually get those, once again, it takes roughly 8 days for each piece of gear, unless you get a reputation boost, which will increase, it will double the reputation, as well as the points you get for your dailies. So you can accomplish this in a week. You can have both that chest piece and that weapon, pretty much. Moving on to show you what you should be getting next after that point in time is within Zulfikar Fortress. And this is the Agnitor reputation. Every day, except for Wednesday, there is an event called Nexus at multiple different times. What that gives you is it gives these Agnitor credits, which it does take reputation, so you might have to, you know, progressively do this. It might take you roughly a week with the double credits, which it does register. So I do highly recommend either having elite status or buying a double reputation boost. So moving on right over here. Once again, this is in Zulfikar Fortress. Talking this merchant right here. All the way over to the revered side at the on pages 3 and 4. Alright, and so for example, Berserker. Enigmatic Secret Carve. This costs 5,000 credits and revered status. You can get 5,000 credits with a double experience boost in literally 1 day. It's not hard to get. This is actually probably easier to get than your actual Agnitor gear, or your Jack's Trust or UTI gear. Every single class has this kind of thing. And the key difference between these two things, plus 9, this thing will not be as good. It just won't be as good as the Jack's Trust or the UTI weapons or chess pieces. However, it has the masterwork function. So what masterworking is you essentially, with master enigmatic scrolls or common enigmatic scrolls, you have a small chance to, upon hiding it in a mystery or putting it in an enigma and then identifying it again, you have a small chance to convert it to a masterwork. And this is where the Agnitor gear actually becomes better. If you look here, for example, Masterwork Secret Carver, you see that plus 10, 11, 12. That means it's Masterwork, and it gives a huge power increase. This, you gain power increase on weapon and gloves, so that's what you really, really want to focus on whenever you're looking to progress into MC Hard mode. And if you look here, on chest piece and boots, whenever you masterwork them, those will increase your endurance, just basically making you take less damage, helping your healers out a lot. So pretty much that is it, guys, regarding how to start gearing up. Just a quick overview once again. If you are melee, go to Ostergarth, go to Cutthroat Harbor, do your dailies, do your Jack's Trust dailies. If you're melee, Warrior, Slayer, Lancer, Berserker, do those every day. Every day. If you are ranged, go to Elementia. Elementia, UTI, go to Agora up here. And that is for your Archer, Sorcerer, Mystic, Priest. You want to be getting these because they will hold you off until you masterwork your Agnator gear in the Helkin District in Zulfikar Fortress. You can find your schedules regarding your the events, the Nexus events. Once again, they are every single day except for Wednesday. There's only one on Tuesday and Thursday, but there are 3 over the weekend, which is absolutely crazy. And I also have a video regarding farming Master Enigmatic Scrolls, because those give a 3% chance in comparison to a 0.05% chance to Masterwork. So you can check that out. You can check that out with the link that I'll provide here. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good overview, guys. Hopefully you found the video a little bit insightful. This has been something that people have been kind of wondering about. And yeah, make sure to check me out on twitch.tv/Kilrian. That is where I'm actually streaming this right now. Or, well, I recorded it on my stream. And yeah, I stream there very often. Make sure to check it out. Make sure to follow me on Twitter @Kilrian. It'll update my YouTube uploads as well as when I start streaming on Twitch. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found the video insightful, enjoyable, and yeah, enjoy Tera. Thanks, guys. Peace out.